How did you go from there to doing other ones? I know you went to CCW, but did you go
I wrestled for a couple other local promotions. I wrestled in Maryland finally a year later after I started for a promotion called Eastern Wrestling Alliance, which that was an experience because there's a bunch of people being licensed at the time. Basically, on your first show in Maryland, you get your wrestling license. Is how it works. And there's several representatives of the Maryland State Athletic Commission. There's a commissioner, and then there's several other people that oversee things. Very rarely does the commissioner come to the show. He saw my name on the docket, he came to the show, decided to make a big scene about it. So again, it was just a couple more hoops to jump through. Where normally they ask you to do a physical, you run in place for 2 minutes, they check your heart rate, and that's about it. No. Everybody get in the ring and show us you know how to be a pro wrestler. You take bumps, this, that, and the other. And this guy has no idea what pro wrestling is. Doesn't understand it. The laws of Maryland are written like it's a shoot sport, like it's a boxing, a mixed martial arts, or something like that. That's how the rules are written. It's actually laughable where you can be fined under the rule of the Maryland State Athletic Commission for jumping off the top rope, for going to the outside of the ring. You can legit, at the time, I don't know if it's been rewritten in the last 10 years, but you can be fined for those things. So it's laughable how it's looked at. But yeah, he showed up and pulled me aside of a room full of 30 people and says, I don't see why this has to be personal, this, that, and the other. The fact that you singled me out to pull me aside proves there's a point of it's being some sort of personal. I just came here to wrestle a show, do something I love, and go the hell home and we got ice cream on the way. That was about it. So I wrestled there. I wrestled just a few more small local stuff, and then I think I met Maven through EWA, and I met Derek Frazier, who was wrestling for CCW at the time, a couple of things. So I got a chance to go wrestle one of Maven's shows. Maven Bentley Association does a lot of charitable events in the Philadelphia area.
Has there been any updates on his mother?
Just from what I've seen on Facebook, I text him every once in a while just to make sure he's all right, and it doesn't look great. But
he's having it rough right now.
Yeah, so from what's seen on film and whatnot, Maven is one of the most honest, true. I can't even think of the word I really want to use. Just genuine.
Gentleman.
He's a gent. He is certainly. Just people, and has done a great deal to help me with GBW and stuff like that. Just an incredible human being, and it's hard to watch him go through it, and it's hard to watch anybody go through a struggling situation like that. And hopefully, it's made easier by God some way. That's all I can really say there. But nonetheless, I had met him and a couple of people, so I go and work for the NBA, and I worked a couple of those shows, and I think there was one at the arena on like a Friday night or something like that, just a small little, and Zandig was there. He was up in the crow's nest, the arena. So it was a tag match. It was me and my friend Simon Rhyme wrestling against John Dahmer and somebody else, and I'm just being goofy. You know what, as far as I'm concerned, there's 27 people in the crowd. It's just time to go have some fun. Be goofy, whatnot. And we go do this match. Nothing really sticks out to mind other than I knew there was no guardrails. So I hop off my tag corner, and there's a bleacher seating, and there's a young lady sitting right here. So I go to sit next to her and I start talking to her. This is in the middle of the match. My friend Sean's taking heat at this point. So I'm talking to her, and her father goes, "She's 16. I no more than jump out of the seat and get back on the apron." I'm like, oh my God. Come back through the curtain, and Zandig's a man of very few words. When he's pissed, he's pissed. If he's happy, give you a smile. It's just about it. He's just very, not a lot of chit chat. Just not who he is. So come back through the curtain, and he slaps me on the back, goes, "There you go, funny man." And I was like, "Oh shit, so I'm pegged. Just some funny guy. All right, whatever." So did a couple of the NBA shows and whatnot. Then I got invited. I was, some friends with Derek Frazier, a guy I've, wrestled with and known in Maryland for quite some time. So he's getting married. Okay, I've got an invitation to his wedding. It's me and my girlfriend at the time, and my parents are going. And he'd wrestle for GBW and whatnot. So we go to the wedding. Very, very lovely. And we go to the reception. Find her a little ticket, says where you're seated and stuff like that. So I go and sit down, and it's a round table with 8 seats, and we take up 4, and I say to my mother, I was like, I wonder who else is sitting here. Here comes Zandig, his wife, his 2 kids. Son of a bitch.
No.
I'm incredibly, John has this persona, you know what I mean? He's very intimidating. And he sits down, and he's got a beer in his hand, and he's sitting down, and he goes, "Oh, funny man's here. You gonna do some comedy tonight?" And I'm like, son of a bitch. This guy hates me. All I want to do is work for CZW. I've been a fan of the company. I've come to shows. Enjoy the product. I enjoy a lot of the people that work there. So they play a gag, and at the time in GBW, my entrance music, actually it still is "I Will Survive" by Gloria Gaynor. So I come dancing out to it, and that's my entrance. So they go and ask Frazier, a bunch of the guys, they go and ask for the music. So I go, and I'm the only one to dance for. I go out and I dance, and all the people are clapping. Frazier's son comes over, I'm dancing with him. So I go in and make a phone call. This is later in the evening, and I come back in, and I open the door, and John's coming through, like he's leaving. And his children, his wife walks through, and he puts his hand on my shoulder, and he goes, "Look, I do like what you do." He goes, "Just keep doing it." And he goes, "We'll see if we can't find something for you." All right, I'll take that. And then I think it was 2 months later, I wrestled DJ Hyde, my first match there. That's a pretty shitty way to start your career in CZW, but nonetheless, that was my first
I
match.
think I just edited some clips.
Yeah, I did see that. Takes you back. It's fun to watch old stuff every once in a while. Keeps you humble. Like, what the hell was I wearing? Like an idiot. I still say that now, but nonetheless.
So my brother's face when your theme song hit last night, like, who the fuck is this? And he thought, because he's never seen any of the wrestlers last night.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't watch wrestling really anymore. We're old school 2F fans really.
Right.
But then when he saw you in the ring, he thought it was hilarious.
I try to be goofy.